Shocking news into SportsCenter. Angels rookie pitcher Nick Adenhart was killed early this morning in a three-car accident in Southern California. It's believed a motorist in a minivan ran a red light, sending a second car into a light pole, killing three of the car's four passengers. This according to authorities. The fourth passenger said to be in intensive care at UC Irvine Medical Center. The 22-year-old Adenhart scattered 7 hits over 6 scoreless innings last night against the Oakland A's. No word yet on if the Angels' scheduled game tonight against the A's in Anaheim will be played. Nick Adenhart has been in the Angels organization since being selected in the 14th round of the 2004 amateur draft. Compiled a 36-28 career record in the minor leagues, leading to his call-up last season. He made his debut May 1st of 2008, starting against the A's. He's made 4 career major league starts, including last night when the A's, he threw 6 shutout innings. For more on this tragic story, we bring in ESPN The Magazine's senior writer Buster Olney. Buster, what was Nick Adenhart's place in baseball and with the Angels organization?
Well, for years, Chris, he was considered to be one of the top young prospects in all of baseball. Coming up through high school, he was thought at one point to be a candidate to be a #1 pick in the draft. He had some arm problems. The Angels drafted him anyway, gave him a large signing bonus because they loved his promise. And he progressed through the Angels organization. Coming into this season, they are counting heavily on him. And he was a kid known to have a lot of respect for people. He was quiet, but very thoughtful. And last night was the best game that he's pitched in the major league level. After the game, Mike Scioscia talked about this and said, boy, he had a really good game. And Adenhart talked about things that he felt like he had done well in this game. And for the Angels organization is one where there's a really deep relationship between the team and the players coming up through. So I'm sure that they are absolutely devastated.
Buster, I know the news is just coming in within the hour, but has there been any reaction from around baseball?
Utter shock. And I'm getting phone calls from general managers, from players, from agents saying, is this true? What have you heard? And think about it. This is a sport built on young players and young men. And to have a player killed in this way at age 22 has just taken their breath away. I talked with Billy Beane, the Oakland general manager, and called him with the news. And I said, did you hear what happened? And he said, yeah, I saw the game. And he talked about different things that happened in the game. I said, no. And he was absolutely stunned. And this is a similar conversation I'm having with a lot of people in baseball today. And the Angels, of course, have felt this before. Lyman Bostock in 1978, an outfielder at that time, was killed in the middle of a season. So this, I'm sure for a lot of the older members of the Angels organization, this is especially going to resonate.
And for the Angels owner as well, Artie Moreno, we see him. He is so involved at the games with the fans and with his players. Any word from the Angels at this point?
We have not heard word from the Angels at this point. I know I heard a little while ago that they were preparing a statement, and there is the question about whether or not they're going to postpone the game today. I would imagine that they will. I heard what Peter Gammons was saying a few minutes ago, that odds are the Angels will just want to give everyone a chance to get away, to collect themselves. And if you remember in 2002 when Darryl Kyle passed away on a day when the Cubs were supposed to play the Cardinals, that game was postponed. You remember the emotional announcement from Joe Girardi. I suspect that that's exactly what you're going to see today, that baseball will want the Angels and the Oakland Athletics and to give them a chance to step away from the game.
ESPN, the magazine's Buster Olney on the tragic passing of Nick Adenhart. Angels starting pitcher passing away this morning in a traffic accident. Nick Adenhart was 22 years old.